Hello, Year 12. My name is Mr. Flynn. I'm the Head of Academic Enrichment in the Sixth Form, and I'm also the Coordinator for the EPQ. Now, this is a fantastically successful qualification in the college. This last year, we had over 70 students who completed the EPQ. But this year, we've decided to do the program a little bit differently, and I thought I would explain that to you and go through how the program for the EPQ is going to work exactly. Now, for the year 2022 to 2023, we're going to be doing something a bit different in terms of the EPQ. In the first term, we are not actually going to start the EPQ itself. We're going to teach a course which we're calling the DESC Advanced Research Skills course. And this will be an incredibly valuable course for getting you ready for university. We'll be teaching you about planning, as you can see from my screen, Google Scholar, how to use JSTOR, which is an academic database. We'll be looking at different types of note-taking, how to devise a research question, how to critically analyze sources, how to write a research proposal. We'll be looking at some of the conventions of academic writing, and then we'll be looking at referencing, looking at both the Harvard system, or the in-text citation system, and the Oxford system using footnotes. And then at the end of the term, you will have the opportunity to hand in a research proposal of roughly about 1,500 words. Now, for those of you who manage to do this, you will be able to graduate onto the EPQ program. The EPQ program, as you can see, begins in term 2. So that will be in January of 2023. And once you have satisfied our requirements and shown that you are the right kind of person for the EPQ and that the EPQ is the right kind of qualification for yourselves, then we will begin the EPQ program proper. And you will begin to work on a very important piece of software known as Project Q. You will, of course, use all the work that you have completed from the research proposal, and then you will go on to write your EPQ report or to construct your artifact and write the accompanying EPQ report. During this time, you will do a whole series of very important lessons that will help you with the paperwork from your EPQ, but also help you with the planning and the writing of your report. To help you, you will also be working with the supervisor and recording your conversations and progress with them, all of which goes into Project Q. You will see that just before you start your Year 12 end-of-year exams, we will give you a short revision period. When you have completed your exams, we will return to the EPQ. And for students to remain on the course, we have a very important deadline of 2,000 words of the report, if you're doing an essay-style question, or 1,000 words of the report if you're doing an artifact project. Over the course of the summer break, you will be expected to complete the 5,000 word report draft, the first draft. Now, I must emphasize, this draft won't be perfect, but in order to remain on the EPQ course, this draft will need to come into your supervisors by the end of the second week when you're back in the college after the break. Now, whilst you're waiting for feedback from your supervisors or from your EPQ teacher, you will immediately begin work on your presentation, the public presentation that needs to be delivered to an audience. And in terms of Year 13, the lessons will continue, and we will be teaching you presentation skills and also redrafting and editing skills, because you'll simultaneously be working on perfecting your essay, making it excellent, making your report accurate, grammatically correct, and as good as possible. You'll also be working towards the presentation. We have a presentation evening in DESC, and now that it looks like COVID restrictions are about to be lifted, to some degree at least, we will go back to having this as a big public event. So you will deliver a 15 or 20-minute presentation to members of the public or to students and teachers, and you'll also do a question and answer session. And then there will be the final submission of the EPQ by the end of term 1 of year 13. It will be printed and bound and then given to your supervisors for marking and annotation, and you will eventually get your grades later in in term 2 after I have moderated and standardized the grades. Now, the idea is that this is an absolute watertight deadline that can't be negotiated, because you will be preparing for your mock exams as soon as you get back in year 13. So in conclusion, you will begin in year 12 with the DESC Advanced Skills course. You will do a whole series of lessons that teach research skills. You will then write a research proposal of 1,500 words, and some of you will then graduate onto the DESC EPQ program. And you will work on that with a lot of work necessary over the summer before completing that at the end of term 1 of year 13. Now, this looks very challenging, I know, when you look at it, but if you are well organized, the EPQ is very achievable, and can be a superb thing to put onto your UCAS form, but it is also a wonderful opportunity to learn all kinds of skills that are going to be necessary for university. So whether you're someone who simply does the DESC Advanced Research Skills course, or someone who completes the whole EPQ, we are confident that this will help to prepare you for university. Thank you so much for listening.